Viral TikTok star Lil G, baby mama, 3 kids facing murder after Michael Myers and a girl in her temple after a fight broke out in Saturday crib. Let's jump right into this crazy situation.
TikTok star Guillermo, also known as Lil G, just revealed that his baby mama Jada is in jail on a murder charge after Houston police said an argument over a boy escalated into a fatal stabbing that left an 18-year-old woman dead while her family claims she acted in self-defense.
This is a stabbing call, assault, aggravated assault at 1700 Seaspray. Happened just before 1 a.m. the incident occurred. My name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens. So we have one victim at the hospital, 18-year-old female. She's been stabbed in the temple. We have a suspect who's in custody who is cooperating with us. She's in her early 20s, and she actually lives at the apartment complex where all this occurred. So what we're being told by witnesses and other folks that live in that area is that our suspect lives by herself in an apartment there, downstairs apartment. Today, her and 3 friends, one of them including our victim, went to some type of pool party earlier to yesterday, or this afternoon, or last afternoon.
We got video of the fight. We're going to play some.
Home, and the 2 individuals, our suspect and victim, got into an argument over a boy, is what we're being told. They started with a fist fight out in the parking lot. Once that fist fight was more or less over, our suspect went into her apartment, was inside there, and our victim decided to follow her back into the apartment, and the fight began again. And that inside the apartment is where we're being told that our victim was stabbed in the temple by the suspect during another fight that occurred inside the apartment. The victim fell, ran out to the parking lot, collapsed again. Folks that live at the apartment tried to help her as best they could. Ambulance got there, took her to the hospital. Right now she's currently, the doctor's basically telling us that she is on life support, so it's not looking good for her. So prayers for her and her family and everything. And then the suspect, she stayed at the scene once we knocked on the door enough that she was willing to come out and talk to us. And officers are out there, investigators are going out there to just collect any kind of evidence. So right now, again, investigators are doing what they do and try to figure out and talk to the DA's office and see where it goes from there.
Visit the on.
So go like, comment, and subscribe to Lucas J. That's where we got the video from. Hype is video. Great comment. Great content creator. You know what I'm saying? Solid. Always doing his thing, man. Let's go. The aggressor, but she wasn't no fighter though. Oh, okay. India said she wasn't trying to fight her. F out of here, for real. So let's jump right into it.
You mad? You mad? You said train. Where you to? I ain't fighting you over no dick. I'm fighting you over my respect. And you gonna respect me this whole. You gonna respect me. You gonna leave or you gonna...
Now, as y'all see, I had to cover up because I couldn't show too much. But you can literally see, you feel what I'm saying? Jada being into an altercation with a woman, and the victim, India, the one that lost her life, you can literally hear her say, "I'm not about to fight you over no dick."
This is when, you know, it broke out. This is before it actually went down. This is the girl recording her, you know what I mean, one of the homegirls in the crib recording. And then, man, it all goes up from here. And we're waiting for the girls community because we know there's no such thing. You see right there. Y'all see that, right? Right there. That's where she was stabbed at. Right in the temple. You see Jada right here. And this is when the girl was stabbed in the temple, bro. Stabbed her in her temple. And this is when she runs. You see she ran. She makes an attempt to get up out. They said she collapsed outside. There's no sound. You see it's on mute. No sound. And this is when she collapsed. One poke to the temple, bro. It fatal. Proved to be fatal, of course. To go to...
Now, we all just saw that video.
We ain't see the victim no more, but we seen
upstairs grabbing something, and it seems like that person came with India, but she was grabbing some things, and then she run downstairs, and you can see India run out of there like this because she had just been jabbed.
And I'm looking right here. Just like we let the brother come in.
All right, y'all put yourself on mute. Y'all speaking on my child. Keep my child, ain't my child, because I got enough to deal with. I just lost my mama, I lost my baby daddy, and I lost my child. I'm not the one. And for them that was there, they know what happened. So I'm not trying to hear shit. Because them bitches was right there, and they stood there and let this shit happen. They was. And my child, when she specifically told y'all prior, earlier that day, when something popped in her head and tell her to do it, she gonna do it. So therefore, y'all already knew she was gonna do something to my child. So I'm not trying to hear shit. You was talking about, I don't give a who it is. Jada, everybody. And this one, because fuck you up. Jada gets oh my mama, she gonna get killed. I said that. I want you. Y'all know I went all the state.
Like, y'all can't control yourself. She said what she said, and it's gonna be that. And if we want to do that, we can do that.
Ain't nobody, and ain't none of them that was there after mothers when she got scared coming to the funeral, and I stand on it. Cause if you showed up on my mama, y'all gonna be y'all maker.
I'ma put it like
this. I said what I said. Ain't no bitches, ain't none of them coming to my child's funeral. Why you hoes did a balloon release without my motherfucking consent? Fuck you hoes, and I stand on that.
And then, how was it an accident when after she stabbed her, she pulled her foot off her?
No, I want to kill my child. It's sweet to be alive.
You see, this is the modern era that we live in. Instead of a mom reserving herself, mourning, she's online going back and forth with girls that are her daughter's age. You see what I'm saying? So we see that the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree that bared its fruit, bro. You see how the mom act? Now, rest in peace to her daughter, but we see where these things come from, brother. We see. See, I didn't grow up with my mom acting like this. Single mom, you know what I mean? My stepdad was around for his kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and my brother got the same dad, and my other 6 brothers and sisters got their dad. Rest in peace to him, a Chicago bred, you know what I mean? Cabrini Green, you know what I'm saying? Thangy Homes, I forget what they, you know what I'm saying? All up in Chicago, but this is what happens, you see? Mom rowdy, daughters rowdy. Real talk. I was always told I was nice. You know why? Because my mom's nice. You usually get what your mom show you. My mom didn't show me niggas running in and out of her room. You know what I'm saying? My mom wasn't carrying on fighting women and screaming in the middle of the street, popping off. So I took more of her nice trait. Like, I'll give shit to people. I'm nice when I got things that people don't have and money and things like that. I give. It don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to get here. No problem. That's why I know when I get a higher denomination, I'm gonna bless a few people that really need it, and they gonna be like, what? So you just gonna give me this $7,000 to $8,000? You don't want it back? There ain't no strings attached? No, absolutely not, man. That's just how I am. And once again, I get that from my mom. So see, we actually take traits from our moms. Look at Blueface right now. Blueface said Carlisa messed everything up. She messed them all up. You see what I'm saying? Look at Blueface mom. Just as weird as hell. And she don't want to take a responsibility for what she did. Let's jump back in and conclude this crazy situation. Like I said, y'all see all 3 of his social medias. Look, it's Jay. Go like, comment, and subscribe. Hype his videos up. Let's go.
Now I'm
Do that for
After
me.
this, I think I'm gonna just lay low from this whole little video. This is probably my last time covering this video because it's things are starting to get personal. You can see the mom that's obviously having high emotion because she just lost her daughter, right? And think about if the internet is saying one thing, and in your mind, you know for sure is this thing.
I got so many questions about the influencer who came on here saying he need to go find me for his baby mama because she went out of town with her friends, or she either stayed out of town with her friends or something like that, and they end up getting a fight after the club. Well, the baby mama didn't want to fight the girl. They fought in the middle of the road, and she ended up going into her apartment. They said the girl went into her apartment right after her. She ended up the girl ended up running out the apartment, falling out, collapsing, and end up fighting for her life. She done got arrested, and they saying that she is about to be charged with. And I'm just trying to figure out, if I don't want to fight you and you want to fight me, and we already done fought, and I go in my apartment, and you come behind me in my apartment to fight me again, and I pick up something, and boom, 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 and you, how am I finna get in trouble for that? Because is that not self-defense? I don't want to fight, and that's why I tell people, the two things you don't want to do is beg somebody to fight you and make somebody fight you, because a scary person will take you out. Bitch, they be in fear for their life. They be scared. They probably don't think they're going to win the fight, and you begging them to fight. Okay, I'm finna give you what you're looking for. I really feel like that's how they think. Like, you know what? I'm finna give you what you're looking for. I'm finna take you out. But this is crazy to me. Have y'all seen this story? Can we talk about it? Everybody had questions about what happened to Jada, and Lil G has spoken. So this morning, Lil G made a post, and he said he needed help bringing Jada home. Now, Jada was involved in an incident that happened on June 11th, 2026. Now, Lil G didn't say this. The news said it. It says that Jada and the girl got into the altercation because of a boy. He says allegedly Jada was jumped. So he says Jada was jumped at this party. She got away from the aggressors and fled into her home. Now, the news does say that Jada got into a fight with the girl, and she ended up going back to her house, where the girl followed her, and then that's where Jada went with her move. Now, Jada made it inside her house, and the girl forced her way into the house, and Jada did what she had to do. Now, he does say that Jada cooperated 100%, but was still arrested and booked that night. Now, she does have a bond in Harris County. It's $250,000. Now, he says the bond will be used for her bond, hiring an attorney, and for the support of their daughters. He also said that this was Jada's first offense, which is crazy to me, because in Harris County, they are a little lenient on you if you've never been in trouble. Also, I was in the same incident that Jada was involved in, just like it, where the girls, were inside of my home, wouldn't leave. And I had to do what I had to do. When the police arrived, they told me I wasn't wrong. So I don't know if it's the severity of it, because Jada did it right here in her temple, and not nowhere else. That's the only reason I can believe why they're taking it as serious and treating this case like that. Because in my eyes, if someone forced their way to my home to continue to attack me in Texas, that's where I'm at right now. That's self-defense. I just feel like it's so sad for this young lady who lost her life, and also the kids, because they're not understanding why their mother is not here. Lil G does have a GoFundMe in his bio, and let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Really and truly, like, that's why I don't want to have all black kids too. Like, it was never about the hair. It was never about none of that. I just didn't want my kids to grow up being bullied like how I was. Because that's why I'm so, like, if y'all realize, like, I always have this defensive mechanism. Like, I always have my guard up all the time, Like, I'm always ready to, like, go at it with somebody that really, like, fight. I'm not like that. It's just, I had to be like that. Because people always would, like, try to comfort me or bully me, and it was just like, I just got tired of it. I just be like, like, run that, like, what's up? That's just how it was. But I'm so sweet. I just hate when people have to, like, when people try to bring that out of me. That right there, that's what gets to me a lot. Really and truly, like, that's why I don't want to have all black kids too. Like, it was never about the hair. It was never about none of that. I just didn't want my...
This is crazy. TikTok star Lil G is asking for donations after his baby mama Jada got hit with an unaliving charge. Those of you guys who are unfamiliar with Lil G, he has amassed nearly 4 million followers on TikTok due to making family content with Jada and his 3 daughters. It's looking like on June 11th, his baby mom Jada went to a party in Houston and she was jumped at said party. According to Lil G, Jada was being jumped and did everything in her power to defend herself and even tried to flee the scene by going home. According to the police, following their altercation outside, Jada went into her home where she was then followed by the victim. This resulted in the victim being stabbed in the temple. She then stumbled out into the parking lot where she was rushed to the hospital. She was ultimately taken off life support and succumbed to her injuries. According to his TikTok post, Jada was fully cooperative with law enforcement, but she is currently being held on $250,000 bond after one of the girls she was involved in an altercation with was transported to the hospital and taken off life support. While Lil G did not go into details on what initiated the altercation, seen reports and comments online speculating that it might have been behind the guy. In his post, Lil G went on to reveal that he is opening up a campaign saying that the funds donated will go to reading towards Jada's bail, raising their 3 daughters, and hiring an attorney for Jada to fight her case. Lil G is online asking for help because he is the sole provider for his family. Jada and Lil G had just called it quits a couple of months back. If you guys recall, he stepped out with a new girl, and there was rumors on the street that Jada had actually stepped out on him. This entire situation is super unfortunate. I'm curious to know what you guys think.
Victim at the hospital, 18-year-old female. She's been stabbed in the temple.
An 18-year-old woman is on life support after police say her own friend stabbed her during a fight over a boy. It happened just before 1 Thursday morning at the Vintage at 18th Street Apartments on Seaspray Court in the Timber Grove area. Police say that the group of friends were at a pool party earlier, but when they returned to the complex, an argument over a guy turned into a fist fight in the parking lot. That fight ended briefly before the violence got even worse.
Once that fist fight was more or less over, our suspect went into her apartment, was inside there, and our victim decided to follow her back into the apartment, and the fight began again. And that inside the apartment is where we're being told that our victim was stabbed in the temple by the suspect during another fight that occurred inside the apartment.
Police say that the victim ran out to the parking lot where she collapsed and people at the apartments tried to help her. An ambulance eventually took her to the hospital where she's currently in critical condition on life support. Police say that the suspect did stay at the scene and was willing to talk to authorities. They say that they are now talking to the district attorney's office to see where the case goes from here.
Unfortunately, this had to happen, but it's no surprise because girls always get down like this, as well as the guys. And there was just another Michael Myers a couple weeks back with 2 girls out in the streets. One of the big girls pick up the knife, Michael Myers the other girl, and she's exactly where the girl that Jada, Michael Myers in the temple, is. So this is just regular situations for these, you know what I'm saying, these kinds. Man, it is what it is. Unfortunately, there will be more. There will be another because they just like brutally fighting, bro. They just like the brutality. Like, I fought when I was like an adolescent. After 17, 18, 19, man, there wasn't no more fighting, man. Ain't nobody about to be fighting and scraping up their elbows and ripping their clothes and ripping their skin open, man. Like, unless you just come jaw me or something like that, then it's on. But if I got a chance to control myself and be like, man, ain't nobody worried about you, I'm taking that route because it never, the outcome rather, never is what expected, is expected. Like, okay, 2 girls just fight, hair pulled, talking shit, it's over. Nope. Somebody had to leave holding their temple because they just got goddamn Michael Myers in it. And now she's no longer here just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, hype the video. If you dislike the video, thumbs down. It's all good. Hop in the comments and let me know what y'all think. I comment back. And until further, yeah.